Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about how to assign different materials to the parts of the floor that we divided in the last video. So now any of these parts that you select, you can actually go to show shape handles as before. You can like move them a little bit inside if you want. So the height can be different, the material can be different. How about I select these 6 parts. Actually, if I want to work with show shape handles, I need to select them one by one. Show shape handles. And I want to move this one a little bit inside. Same as this one. It's gonna snap when it gets to the same level as the other one. Okay, so you can work with their height, with their material. For instance, here, if I remove the check mark for material by original, you can assign a new material here. I can select these 4 as well, remove the check mark. Now if I select these items and go to material, I can assign a new material. How about I create a grass material, new material, rename it as grass. I want to go to asset browser, type grass. I'll go with one of these ones. I want to close the asset browser. It seems good here. I can also change the color in graphics. Under appearance, I want to show you something here. There is an item named relief. This relief item allows you to actually assign the ups and downs of the grass, so it's going to look more like a real glass. So if you check the box, it's going to take you to a location to select one image. Actually, I want to go to my downloads and I have a grass bump. I want to assign this image to the bump of the grass, and it means that wherever I have like the black dots, it's gonna move either very high or very low, and nothing else is gonna happen wherever we have the white parts. So basically for bump, you're gonna need a black and white image, or if it's colored, it's gonna automatically consider the black and white version of that to know which parts to bump and which parts not to bump. So let's get back here. I want to assign the same image that I showed you to the bump here, and you can also edit the image. You can open it from here. You can change the dimensions. You can change the position, can change the scale. This is now 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. How about I go by like 1 meter by 1 meter? Okay, apply. Okay. Now if I change this to shaded, you're gonna see them as a green color because I assigned green color to the material. And if I go to realistic, we should see it as grass. I can keep working with that. It's not still very good. You can select one of them, go back to grass, go to appearance, edit image, maybe I should change the sample size to something smaller, 0.3 by 0.3. And I can also change the depth. For now it's like 2 centimeters. We can go with like 5 centimeters. Okay, apply and OK. And you can try different things and see which one looks better in the render. I can change this back to like shaded or something. And you can keep working. You can, for instance, work on these parts. There is also an option named as excluded. If you check the box for excluded, it's not going to show that specific part at all. So it's going to show like the layer below that, which is the structure, but that layer is just missing over there. Okay, so I want to remove the check mark. I don't want to exclude this one. You can continue working on different patterns. You need to use show shape handles if you want to move them up and down. Feel free to use a combination of different materials. For here, maybe I can go to the properties, remove the check mark for material by original, so we can assign a new material. How about I create a new material? I want to rename it as dark wood. Go to the asset browser, search for wood, and we have some ideas here too. For instance, if I go to wood from this menu, you see different things here. I want to go with one of these darker woods. This is what it's going to look like in the realistic mode and in the hidden line mode.